graphic evidence of where things are.
Oh, I never
For
even thought of that.
future, a lot of people do that. Once these marks are down, they take pictures, and then they just, they store it somewhere.
I just do the videos.
Yeah.
Because I found with pictures, I'm so disorganized that I
Sure.
don't know where that picture is or what it was related to.
Sure.
So I'm going to tell everybody it's Wednesday, and I think it's April 14th. And I'm here with Andrew, and he is the guy that marks things so that we don't electrocute ourselves. And he was out here at the request of Spectrum to mark the ground so they can dig their line, which is going from there to there. And so I'm going to let Andrew go and do his thing, and then I can ask a lot of silly questions like, what's that? I know that's a spray can, and that looks for metal and stuff.
This finds the signal that the receiver, which is connected to your electrical box, hooks up to. It's a magnetic resonance, shoots a signal through.
So is that why I'm tingling?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Didn't want to say anything, but yeah, that would be.
Yeah. Yeah. So Andrew's obviously got a sense of humor. You have to, dealing with me, but apparently I've helped him because he knows he needs to go from there to there, not from there all the way to Madison. Yeah. So I'll let you do your thing. I just like taking videos and
Absolutely.
posting it to my YouTube channel, and it's a lot more easier that way than answering 80 questions from 80 friends. They go, oh, I see they did X, Y, and Z. Oh, so it's hooked up to that. Oh, so any wires that are connected to this get energized.
Correct.
Very cool.
Works for any service. Any service that you have. If there's, we could, once these are connected, we could connect to these.
And find the line.
It wherever it goes.
Very cool. So they have you out here. They told me it was going to be months before they did their thing. Have they changed their mind?
Well, they have a 10-day window.
Oh.
The time that we come out and put our markings down on the ground.
And they request you to do it.
They're the ones that call
So they're
us in.
sort of saying, hey, we're planning to do it in the next 10 days.
That's correct.
Those little devils.
They just forgot to tell you.
It won't be the last time. I have no idea what that yellow wire is.
That is a wire that allows your gas service to be traced.
Traced? You mean like found?
Found, correct.
Oh, I thought like they were going to find out whether it was in Puerto Rico or the Bahamas.
Yeah, it originates in Tahiti.
Yeah. Very interesting. See, if I didn't meet you today, Andrew, I wouldn't know what exactly all this stuff means.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
Well, you're being delightful. But I've discovered 99% of the people that work on the house and all the trades, they're all very friendly and easygoing and pleasant, and as long as you're not giving them a hard time.
Right.
Yeah, they're sort of like people.
Imagine that.
Yeah, isn't that weird? They're like people.
Treat them nice and they treat you nice.
Yeah.
How about that?
Ooh, now I know we're energizing because I can feel it. My left foot has gone numb. I'm kidding.
The reason we do that is because the service from the house out to the street is plastic. There is no way that we would be able to find a signal if they didn't have that wire with it.
Dang!
And the reason it's plastic is so it doesn't go boom.
Oh, because no static electricity?
There's no static, correct.
Oh.
So when should that happen, God forbid, it just cracks the plastic, and that's it. And it leaks, and we shut it off.
Oh, with metal, you'd have a continuous
with metal,
intact.
There'd be a spark. There would be some sort of ignition source.
Now, Andrew, I was hoping with this connection you could run the meter backwards, or is that against the law?
I have nothing to do with that.
I know nothing. You're the Sergeant Schultz of...
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know nothing.
Oh, that's the wrong paint.
Oh, that's the wrong paint. I'm sorry. I got you off your game.
No. Easy fix.
I like the pinky red orange thing.
Yeah,
That's
now
nice.
you're going to have a different color.
Ooh. So yellow is gas?
Yellow is gas. Red is electric.
Oh, wow. Well, we can mess with them a little bit.
They'll still figure it out.
It looks like you spray painted your boots.
Just a little bit. Yep, that happens over time.
So how long you worked for these guys?
About a year and a half.
Okay. So you're actually getting a signal.
Yes, I am.
All right. And so you just mark where it is.
Correct.
You don't mark where it isn't.
That's correct.
Yeah, I'm pretty bright. You give me a couple of days, I'll figure something out. Oh, very nice. So they just want to know when they're bringing their boring machine or their digging machine, where do they have to pay attention? Pretty much everywhere.
Correct.
Yeah, because I assume they're going to dig their line here to there.
Right.
Oh, if I worked in your job, I'd be so tempted to make little drawings, you know, like happy faces, something really unprofessional.
We do. Depends where you are.
Yeah. Because there are some pretty sensitive people nowadays.
If you go downtown, you may or may not see some of those smiley faces.
Oh.
All the exciting parts.
Planting your flag. You're like an explorer. You just discovered Franklin. You're declaring this property of USIC for the king. Sorry, I've been told I can get a little goofy at times.
So,
Yeah, everybody seems to enjoy it. Some people say I'm memorable because of that.
it certainly breaks up the day. And
Oh, yeah.
I will not forget this stuff.
No, you won't. No, most people say they. Oh, I will talk to you in a bit.
These iPhones have gotten better now. They don't totally destroy what you're doing with the latest upgrade. Every time I'm taking a video, for some reason somebody wants to call me, which is fine.
Of course.
Now you see my solar-enabled clothes dryer.
Yes.
Very high end.
Yes. Top of the line. Top of the line.
I have all these friends who are all environmentalists, and I say, well, how do you dry your clothes? And they look at me like, well, I use a clothes dryer. Well, why don't you use a clothesline? Oh, really? Yeah. It doesn't work very well today, but it works great in the summer.
Right.
So I always tell people I'm cutting edge. That's my solar clothes dryer. So you have a pretty good idea there's nothing out here.
I just want to verify.
Yeah. You don't get paid extra for oops.
Oops, no. No, we like to sweep the area, and if there's any sort of secondary readings or whatever it is, we try to trace it back to its source and make sure that...
Figure out it's just not a piece. Well, now this will only pick up what you've energized. So if I had a...
Sometimes.
Okay.
There's a chance it can bleed off onto other things if they're close enough.
All right.
That's why I want to verify those two lines, because in my head, they seem awfully close together. So...
Well, they're good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've known each other for years. Oh, so that's a little closer than you expected?
A little bit, but not...
When you say close, what does close mean?
next to each other.
Oh.
Usually there's separation.
Normally they're more separated?
Correct. But that doesn't mean anything.
It just means not your experience.
Right. This certainly could be the case. But I need to verify that.
This is wonderful. I so wanted internet a month ago because I'd like to set up my security system.
Yeah.
But this is such a nice neighborhood.
Oh.
You can leave your garage door open for a week.
Neighbors are a mile away.
Yeah. And the ones I do have,
Yeah.
they already know that you're here.
Yeah.
They already know, they're watching you.
Oh, I know.
They're like having little bulldogs.
I know.
Yeah.
That's everywhere I go.
Oh, it is.
Peeking through the curtain.
So does it have something on the meter? What does it do that says?
Gives us an estimated, this is not accurate, depth. And these are just the amount of milliamps that get run through the system.
Okay.
The higher the milliamps, the better the signal. So if we went out that way, it would be less.
Oh, so it has some spread to it. It'll
Yes, correct.
bleed off.
Correct. So if there was water here, we could potentially bleed off on that.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Ooh, let's just see what it's like when you're sweeping. Oh, and I see it just got a little signal, that little bar there, just so people can see it. Not everybody gets to live the dream like I do. Oh, I can hear the tone a little bit.
Oh yeah,
You can be really noisy if you want to be. Get nice and close. Yeah, you don't have to do it for me. It's always interesting. Life is about learning stuff
sure.
and having fun.
Absolutely.
Oh, volume. Oh, gosh. Ooh, 99.3. Very cool. I assume you have a backup one of these, right?
Oh yeah. Back up. There's battery.
Oh, I meant another piece of
No,
equipment.
no.
Pretty reliable?
Very.
So it takes a little bit of figuring out. It's sort of like looking for a stud in a wall.
Correct. Correct. And then you just have to match up.
It has to make sense.
It has to make sense.
If it was 100 feet away, you'd be going, something isn't right here.
Well, and it's not making sense here.
Oh, it isn't.
Not in my head.
Well, they put obviously the traffic bond came on about a week ago.
Okay.
These lines were buried months ago.
Yeah. No, I mean, I see there's flags out. And then,
Oh, yeah.
you know, I just have to.
Connect the dots?
Correct. And it's correct at the point that they need it.
You're just being super careful and professional and...
Absolutely correct. Well, I'm on video. Come on.
Oh my God, you're right.
I have to. I have to be.
There's an
accurate.
actual term in medicine for how people act differently when they're being observed.
No, I'm not doing anything different.
No, I'm just messing with you. Did you know if you don't have a posted no trespassing sign, somebody can come on your property and they're not breaking the law unless it's posted?
No.
Yes, I had somebody trespass about 3 years ago. One of my neighbors
Yeah.
took it to the city of Franklin. They said, "Is it posted?" Nope. I said, "There's nothing we can do about it."
Serious.
I said, "Okay." And I've since learned that that's true everywhere. If it's not posted, you can't tag somebody for trespassing.
I did not know that.
Yeah. See, now if you're worried about it, you need to start posting.
There you go. Well, I believe my work here is done.
Oh, your work here is done. Well, thank you very much for your time.
You are very welcome.
It was fun. I learned a lot. And now I have a video, so other people can learn a little bit.
There you go. One more sweep.
So you got to make sure that when the guys are digging from this telephone pole here,
Correct.
they don't get this.
That runs through here.
They don't get a surprise.
Correct. It would not be good.
No. So it appears to be talking to you.
Well, this is where it bleeds off on things.
Oh, okay. Like the water you were talking about?
Anything. It's certain rocks in the ground, certain.
So how much training did you have to go through to get? I mean, I assume you took classes for this.
Oh yeah, quite a bit. I mean, they send you through a course that gives you all the information you need and the training that you need.
So literally like a confidence course. I assume they have all these things set up and you get to do it.
They just take you out with someone.
Oh, okay.
So
On the
you're
job.
working actual tickets for people, but there's someone there right next to you walking you through it all. Verifying.
And do you get a grade, a score?
Oh, sure. You get
Pass, fail?
correct. You either know what you're doing or you don't.
Okay.
If you don't know what you're
You
doing,
get a thumbs up or a...
yeah, they're not going to let you out do any job if they don't think you know what you're doing.
Yeah, the consequences of sending somebody out who's not adequately trained are mind-boggling.
Could be pretty bad, right?
Yep. So that little sound I'm hearing is a little bleed off. Me, of course, I'd have to have earbuds to do this.
Yeah, I can turn that off.
Now, it is interesting. I've got a grounding cable that goes all along here.
Sure.
And up there for the TV antenna that I put on.
Sure.
And then there's obviously another grounding cable over there. So I have 2 grounding cables.
No, that shouldn't.
Shouldn't be an issue?
Shouldn't be. Change frequencies, it narrows it down sometimes.
Oh, so you
So I can, right, I can change the frequency that it's sending through the wire. And what
Okay.
it does is it really narrows it down and it's less push, meaning
Less
it
spread
won't
out.
spread.
Okay. I'm always amazed at how much technology and thought process goes into everything.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little chilly when you got here.
It did. I noticed that.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about that.
I was hoping it'd be 70 today. I could be wearing shorts, sandals, t-shirt.
That would be nice.
Yeah. But you're probably not allowed to be comfortable.
No.
Yeah, you're out of uniform.
No. Right. They don't like that.
No. So when the guys come out to dig, they understand that this isn't 100% dead on accurate. It's giving them a rough area.
Correct. And the things that we run into are they usually do not go as deep as these are. They're always different, but they're within a range
Okay.
that they try to keep them. Usually it's always the same.
So this cable line is going to be a little more superficial, a little
It'll
more
be
shallow.
It'll be a lot more
Okay.
shallow.
All right.
And depending on, if they're putting in a conduit of some kind.
They didn't ask me.
Okay.
No.
Then most likely not. That would be my guess. It'll be very shallow. So these, are accurate. They will come out. They will not have to locate these because they'll be above them. If
All right.
they were putting in a conduit, like a plastic pipe over there,
Oh, they'd be a little more
they
concerned.
would expose these, make sure they can visualize them.
All right.
Then they would do their thing.
Don't dig unless you can see where you're going.
Correct. That's a good rule.
Yeah. Because there really aren't a lot of second chances.
No. No, and my work is done here now.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
You are very welcome.